What's up everybody, 411 Deshaun here. In this video I'm going to be doing the pros and cons on the AT&T Avail. So to start off, let's just go ahead and go over the cons. I only found 3 cons wrong with this phone. So if you're deciding to get this or to get the Fusion, I would get this and over the Fusion because it doesn't have that many cons, but the Fusion has a lot of cons. If you guys want me to make a separate video on that, I don't own the Fusion anymore, but I can still talk about it. Just leave a comment in the comment section below. So the first con is that the charging jack is on the side of the phone, which you get used to it eventually, but I've had all the phones that I've had is either had it on the top or even the bottom. The second con is that you can't use the physical buttons or the hardware buttons down here to unlock the phone. You actually have to hit the power/unlock key to unlock the phone. Now the third con is the screen. When using it a lot, I have a screen protector on here, and that's the reason why. When using the phone a lot, it can get very fingerprinty and very unresponsive, like you have to clean it or wipe it or something, but it'll get very unresponsive. Then the screen will be like all oily. So that's another reason why I have a screen protector on here. Now let's get on to the pros. It has a 5 megapixel camera with the video recording of 480p. Although it does not support a flash on the camera, it's still a pretty good camera and it shoots pretty good videos. The charging on this phone is amazing. It charges really fast. Battery life on this phone is really good also. I like the headphone jack that is on the top, and the headphones actually play pretty loud on this phone, even if you have the multimedia volume set down low. I know I have a pair of Beats headphones, and I put those in there, and I can put it on low and it will seem like they're on the highest setting. So that's something that I really do like about this phone. I forgot to mention this about the cons, but the speaker on this phone is not the greatest, so I'll show you guys that right now. I went off camera because I had a code in my phone. So let's just go ahead and play a random song here. Don't want to play too much because then I'll be getting into Google's copyright violation. And another con is that the speaker is like on the side of the phone, which that's kind of weird. With all my other Android phones, I've always had the speaker on the back, or maybe even on the front with the Optimus Elite. But for it to be on the side, that is kind of weird. Like I have my phone like this, or when I'm playing a game and I need both of my hands, and the game is going this way. Let's go ahead and get out of there. Lock the phone. So when the game is going this way, I sometimes always have my hand over the speaker, so it's kind of muffled and I don't know what I'm doing. Or I do know what I'm doing, just that the sound is muffled. But usually I play with the headphones in anyway, so really doesn't matter to me. Go ahead and put in my code. And I would show you guys the battery life for this phone, but I just took it off the charger not that long ago. I put it on the charger at, I'll say, about 4 o'clock, and it was at 75% battery. At like 4:30 it was already at 100. This phone charges really fast, and the battery lasts on it at least for 2 or 3 days with minimum use. If you have it standing right there just doing nothing, it can last you for about maybe 3-4 days. So if we go into about phone and then battery use, it's been off the charger for only 24 minutes. And then if we go into quick settings here, you guys can see that I still have 100% of battery life. Now I know with the Fusion, battery life was an issue for me. That's a reason that I got rid of it. And I upgraded to this. But then this one actually fell and it started acting pretty crazy. And it was going all out of control, so I had to get the Optimus V. Then the Optimus V just recently went out on me. It's not that responsive no more. Apps are starting to close, and the screen is getting really small for me. So I went on and got this phone, and it was a pretty nice upgrade. Another pro that I like about this phone is it has 7 customizable home screens. So that means you don't have to download Go Launcher Pro if you want to use up to all 7. But as you guys can see here, I only have like 4. Or not 4, I only have 2 home screens that I use. Another con about the phone is the internal memory, but I found this to be with all the other phones, all the other Android phones, that internal memory is not that good. As you guys can see, it says 79 megabytes used and 83 MB free. And I did uninstall all the updates that came on this phone that was unnecessary, such as Facebook and all the other apps that I don't use on a regular basis. I was thinking about rooting the phone and just deleting some of the pre-installed apps that was already on here, just like I did with the Optimus V, like Shop for Music, Twitter, Uno, Videos, Yellow Page, Voice Search, Playbooks, Notepad, Places, News and Weather, Mobile Care, Live TV, Latitude, Gmail, Email, Docs to Go, Filter, whatever that is, Data Balance, Dialer, Calendar, Call Log. I would keep the calendar though. AT&T SocialNet, AT&T Navigator, AT&T Code Scanner. All this stuff I would delete. And that's another con for the phone because it comes with a lot of bootware apps that's already installed. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like 10, maybe even 15 apps that's already installed on here, which takes up a good space of memory. But besides that, the phone is snappy, very responsive. It only has a 600 MHz processor, but it still gets the job done. So that was the pros and cons for the AT&T Avail. I do have a case on it. Go ahead and check out my video. The annotation will be right there. So go ahead and check out the video for the case. And hopefully you guys have a nice day. Peace.